I started the ministry working with men. Now we work with both men and women. And I'll never forget when I was in my late 20s, a group of us men, late 20s, early 30s, went away to do a men's retreat over the weekend. And a brother brought, and I could tell you, I could take you back to the moment. He brought a tape recorder. Now, some of you don't know what a tape recorder is, but back in the day, we put this cassette tape in, and he played the song "Cats in the Cradle."
Cat
And
Stevens?
I can't remember who did. All
No,
knows
it's
the
not Cat
song.
Stevens.
No, it's
Never mind.
"Cats in the
Strike that. Please
Cradle."
continue. Yeah.
And though it's an old song, it's still fairly popular. Anyway, so everybody's crying because nobody wants to be where the father was in Cats in the Cradle, that the son's grown up. The father didn't have time for the son when he was growing up. Now the son doesn't have time with the father. So everybody's crying, and we all want to be great dads. You fast forward 20 years, and most of us are back at Cats in the Cradle. Why? Because we had a rational belief, we had a deep desire not to be that. We had a biblically good understanding of fatherhood, commitment to your family, connecting with your family. We were trying hard, but there were internal beliefs, internal pain that kept in the moment of pressure that we did not act or react. So when you're coming home from a long day at work and you just want to go into your man cave, but all of a sudden you begin to hear your kids hollering, your wife calling for you. And at some point that can become so intense that you actually explode and you sabotage your deepest desires. That's the painful reality that so many good and godly Christian men live with. They're longing to do what they want to do deep inside. They're wanting to obey the scriptures. They're trying to love their wife and children, if they're married or their friends. But there's an internal blockage that keeps them from that. So what is that internal blockage? It's what we call a false visceral belief. Visceral just simply means gut level. It can be conscious or subconscious. And that belief forms at the intersection of your whole heart, your desires, your feelings, your thoughts, your choices. We go into all that in the book. And so that belief is formed oftentimes throughout childhood, and it's an unconscious belief. But in the moment of pressure, it's often unconscious. In the moment of pressure, we act out of that belief that's deep inside. We may not even be consciously aware of, and we sabotage what we most long for.